Hi, my name is Amanda. I'm new to YouTube. I'm here to start my channel, and this is just an introduction of me. My makeup channel will mostly be makeup tutorial, a little bit of makeup tutorials, and some products that I really like. Today I'm just going to introduce a few products that I like. Um, I was what you call a drugstore girl. Everything was drugstore. I recently made some high-end purchases that caused me to get rid of most of my drugstore purchases. My drugstore makeup, which I did give them to my little sister, who, well, she's not little anymore, but I gave them to my younger sister, and she has been loving them. And like I told her, maybe one day, senior present, graduation gift, which is in 3 months, I will get her a high brand palette. Because she seemed to like the ones that I've purchased here in the past week. But I do have two drugstore products with me today that I will not be giving her because I love them to death. And that is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte 24-hour foundation. And this is in the color Soft Sable. I do have the color Cocoa because I am a mix between those two. Um, and I do kind of mix those together. I also use another L'Oreal product, which is the L'Oreal La Palette Nude 2. These are the two most expensive palettes, the two most expensive items that I've ever bought in a drugstore. Um, as far as the high-end brands, it took a long time for me to get them. I have been into makeup for the past 7 years, and it's taken every ounce of me to not purchase these palettes or the makeup from these high brands because I've always felt I'm not going to spend over $50 on things that I could possibly achieve with a drugstore palette. Now, the problem I had with the drugstore palettes was the colors weren't pigmented enough, and I am a darker girl, darker skinned girl, and it was kind of hard to find those palettes that actually kind of showed up on my skin. But the La Palette Nude 2, it did. It worked wonders for me. Also, the Maybelline palettes that I talked about, the rocks, the smokes, the blush, the actually not the rocks, the nudes, the blush, and the smokes palette. I had all three, which are now in the care of my sister. My favorite palette out of those was actually the nudes palette. The blush nudes and the smokes. I liked them, but I felt like the La Palette Nude 2 was a better option than the blush palettes. Um, the smokes, I'm really not into the smokes colors. I only used that maybe once, and that was to get one color out of it, and I set it aside and didn't use it anymore. The Maybelline, the Nudes palette, I actually used a lot. But after purchasing some of the items that I got from Ulta, I ultimately decided to give them to my sister. Um, I have three high-end palettes, which are the Urban Decay um, Double X Vice LTD Reloaded. I love this palette. The colors are good. And I know you say, well, you say you have them a week. How do you know you love them? I've put on makeup ever since I got these from the three palettes that I did purchase last week. Um, that was on the original purchase. And also the next palette I got was the Too Faced Bonbon Chocolate Bar. And that was and also another original palette that I had bought originally that day. The first trip into Ulta. I also got a Laura Geller. I want to say it was Laura Geller, but I'm not really sure. And I have searched and searched Ulta online to find out what palette that actually was, but I cannot find the name of that one either. But I got it. I left the mall and went to Taco Bell, got something to eat, got back in the car and said, babe, I don't really like this palette. Can we take it back? And I'm not going to waste $35 and never use this palette. And he said, okay, well, then if you're going to take it back, then we'll go back. and I was going back to get my money back. But then I got into Ulta and I said, why get my money back when I can purchase another one? Like I said, I had $8. I had collected $8 in reward points from my purchase. So from that, of course, I bought the chocolate bar, the original, and I love the smell of it. Yeah, right now I'm just opening it because I want to smell it, and it smells good. Um, I went back and I purchased that after I returned the other palette. Um, and I purchased a lipstick from Smashbox, which I don't have it with me right now. Um, but I absolutely adore these three palettes. They are a good purchase. Like I said, I am starting out in makeup in certain areas. I have not been able to. I have never done. I just recently, within the past week or two, figured out how to do the wing liner, and I'm still getting used to it. I have done a few and they have turned out good. Um, but I was purchasing L'Oreal, the Infallible liquid liner. I did the Maybelline liquid liner. I had did everything that I could possibly think of as far as to get that wing liner until a week ago when I purchased the e.l.f. liner, liquid liner. And guess what? That is when I achieved the outline, the wing liner. After I got it, I was just like, you know what? I've spent 30 something dollars, maybe not even $30, maybe a little bit less than that. I've spent almost $20. I've spent $20, between $20 and $30 on eyeliners that I will no longer use because I never did. I couldn't achieve the wing liner with those. I'm sure I'll probably use them as far as, I did buy a charcoal and a black. I just got the black. When I first purchased it, I did get the charcoal and I thought it was black. So I was using the pencils and those things to actually go in and fill it in to make it black. But I have absolutely adored the e.l.f. eyeliner, and when I say that it has helped me create that wing that I've actually wanted, it has. It's a little wing today, but hey, I got that wing in good. Um, my eye look today is from the Bon Bon chocolate bar, but I do have the higher end makeups now. I'm waiting on some more to come in. I always said that I wouldn't order it offline. If I couldn't go to the store to get it, I wouldn't get it. But I did order some things offline because it was just like, let's give it a try. If they come up broke, it's my fault because I've always been afraid of that. And I know I know these stores will probably be packaging their things well, but sometimes you just have to say, well, is it gonna show? Is it gonna come in packaged good? What actually made me purchase these higher brands was I was on eBay, and I was just about to purchase some of these, like the original chocolate bar. I was about to purchase it on eBay, and I had purchased the Lorac palette, Pro palette on eBay, and it came in. The swatches weren't all that good. Some other shades showed up perfectly, but then others didn't. Before I was about to purchase the Too Faced bars, we went out of town and they had an Ulta, and that's where I received these items. That's where I bought these items at. And I looked at the L'Oreal Pro palette, the Lorac Pro palette, and let me say, it was two different palettes. Like the shades were a lot darker in the real palette opposed to the fake palette. And I said then that I will not order the makeup off of eBay because it's fake and I want real. And I'm not fixing to go to a wholesaler. I'm not going to go to an actual person here in the United States to order these to purchase these palettes from, I think I seen the real palette for this, and somebody was selling it on eBay for like $100. I paid $60 for it. Tell me, why would I go and pay $100 for something that's like $60 in Ulta? So I just decided, you know what? The only palette that I got that I could have purchased off of eBay was the Too Faced palette, because those people, the sellers to those, they weren't selling it more. They were selling it just a few dollars more than the actual price of it. So I said, well, you can actually order those. But since I was in Ulta, I said I would get something that I know that I'm getting the product and I'm actually getting a one in new out of the box. So that's why I purchased those. But like I said, this channel is geared towards makeup, and it's also geared toward beginners who are looking to get into makeup, but not that want to buy the higher brands, but aren't necessarily, don't think they are for them because they don't know how to do this or do that. Like I said, I've just recently learned how to do a lot of things as far as makeup. And I want to show those girls, you know, hey, maybe it is worth the money. Maybe it is worth the time to learn. And that's what I want to do. I want to show you all that, you know, you don't have to necessarily be the perfect top makeup artist to actually get some of these makeup looks that people are wearing now, that you see on YouTube, that you see that celebrities have. You know, you can achieve those looks too. Some of them with drugstore products and some as far as high end. But I do hope that you stay tuned and subscribe to my channel down below. Yes, subscribe. You have a good day and see ya.